wonderful.
What's up, Chim Squad? Welcome back to our channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Shay.
I'm Eunice.
And today we have a huge spread of Taco Bell for you guys with a side of AITA.
Which is MI the a-hole, if you guys don't know. Before we get started, you already know what time it is. Time to give a shout out to the first 5 commenters that commented hashtag chimisquad on the last mukbang. So big shout out to Raiza Pebres for 835, Pure Zien, Trips Ni Yapi, Amanda M Langini 1590, and Natasha Wang Kim 8561. Yay! Thank you so much for the comment now for shout out on our next mukbang.
Comment right now. Hey guys, so starting with the middle here.
Struggling.
That was such a struggle. Nachos, Bel Grande,
Beef, sour cream, tomato, cheese,
and beans. Okay, guys, my first time. Have you ever tried
No, I actually never get this. The reason why we ordered this is because we never get something like this.
Mexican pizza?
Mexican pizza?
Everybody loves Mexican pizza though. Then we also got some quesadilla.
But not chopped up, because she said that she saw something on TikTok and it looked really appetizing. So
Yeah.
we'll try that today.
We're gonna try a TikTok trend today. And then a bunch of tacos, Supreme, Doritos, and then regular, and a, what was this?
This new steak and bacon burrito.
Yeah.
I've never tried it before. Really
wanna try
excited.
this,
Ooh. I think we got a little bit greedy, but
well, we didn't know that some of them come with combos. The fine print was too small.
And then I have for drinks Mountain Dew Baja Blast Freeze and Coke. Liquid and freeze.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say grace. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, cheers. I didn't drink yet.
So rude.
I didn't sip. Camera roll.
Okay. Delicious, but I should have asked for a straw.
What the heck? Is there like a cut in the straw? You know what I mean when it doesn't like come
Oh, it
out?
didn't come all the way?
Yup, I knew it.
There's a cut in the straw!
Yeah, I knew it. It was like...
I want to drink that after you, but you
I have to do it like a flute.
Give me that. I want to try it.
No, but it's not straw that like when you drink it, it's not satisfying. You don't have a straw, huh? Yeah, you see what I mean?
It's really good though. You know what? It's bubbly. Hold on, let me look for a straw.
Yes.
It's just not the same. Here you go.
Whoa, what the heck is this?
It's from my tumbler.
Do I have to keep this rubber part on?
I don't know how to take it off.
It's like using a metal spoon for Chipotle type of thing. It just doesn't feel right.
Do you want this one or do you want the one with
Okay,
the
okay.
hole? You get a big gulp though, right? Give me that.
Wow, that's a lot at once.
Ooh, what do we start with first?
First, let's get a bite and then we'll go into the topics of Am I the A-hole?
Okay. Oh, we forgot the cheese sauce.
Oh yeah, we got cheese sauce on the side to dip it and a bunch of Diablo and Fire, which is my new favorite Diablo.
Yeah.
It's like sour and super spicy.
It is good. It's really good.
I love it.
So we have the Doritos Nachos Supreme and then the regular ones over here. The Nacho Bel Grande, the chicken quesadilla, which we're gonna stuff very soon, Mexican pizza, and the burrito. Yum.
Let's try the nachos first as an appetizer. Gotta make sure you load it up, you know?
Yeah. And let's get like multiple.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, that's full.
I love the sour cream in there.
I wish there was more sour cream.
I know, right?
Sour cream's really good.
Is sour cream usually in Mexican food though?
Yeah.
It's like crema, right? But it's not sour cream. Is it?
Is it kind of essentially the same thing but a little bit different?
Possibly. If you know, comment down. Angel doesn't like sour cream.
Really?
He doesn't like cold sour cream. He said it has to be warm.
Oh, wow, that's even worse. Or maybe that's a Honduran thing?
I don't know. He never adds it in Chipotle.
Interesting.
I know, right? Very
I'm obsessed
interesting.
with sour cream.
I love sour cream. Can you put some Diablo sauce on this?
Good idea. I'm
Mixing
fire,
some
fire too.
fire. I'm gonna put a little bit like down on this side, and you can put fire on that side. Like you can mix it with the soggy and the crunchy.
Yeah.
So it has
Get a
every
sandwich
texture.
effect. Like a Crunchwrap Supreme.
I love Diablo sauce. It has like a
That's
dark,
good.
sour but spicy taste.
Like a smoky? Mexican pizza.
Yes.
My first time trying Mexican pizza. I just know that when Taco Bell stopped serving Mexican pizza, a lot of people were upset.
Oh really? So this is a popular item.
Yeah. So after that, I really wanted to try it. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting. It's stacked. There's
Yeah.
two. It's
There's two.
It's like a quesadilla, but crunchy version.
It literally looks like pizza. Oh, I think there's bean in between.
There's bean in between.
The bean is basically like the marinara in the pizza.
Cheese on top, tomatoes. Interesting. But the base is like nachos. Or maybe it's supposed to be kind of like a
Is there beef in here too?
tostada. More sauce.
Okay. So the inner corner of the Mexican pizza is a little bit soggy because it has all like these fillings. But the outer layer of the crust is like crunchy. So it's, I don't know, it's a really good combo.
But one thing, I think it has too much beans.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's making it too soggy on the middle. You see how
Yeah.
it's like kind of flappy? But once you get to like this layer right here, it's really bomb. You know, like the crunchy layer right here, the crust.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like there's beef in there, but maybe not.
I think it is beef. Yeah, there's beef and beans meshed together.
Interesting.
Yeah. I never like get Taco Bell because it's like closer to your house than my house.
It is. Oh, it's kind of spicy. What did I eat? Interesting.
I'm gonna dip them in the cheese sauce.
I didn't even know if they had cheese sauce. Actually, no.
You get it with the nachos.
And the nacho fries. Remember they had that for a while?
I'm a sucker for nacho cheese. Anything like jalapeno cheese, nacho cheese.
The hot Cheetos and cheese nacho is like the best.
We grew up getting that on the ice cream
Ice cream
trucks.
truck. I want to try the viral thing that I saw.
Okay.
Eat this tomato. Okay.
Are we gonna have time to talk about AITA?
Okay, after this bite, let's talk AIT. Sorry guys, sorry.
We're so into the food right now.
Sorry, so hungry. Okay, so I saw on TikTok that this guy, he gets one chicken quesadilla, not cut, and then he opens it, okay? And then from there, he adds like 2 or 3 Doritos tacos. Supreme. Maybe we should add 2. Maybe 3 is too much. Like that.
I'm confused. Okay.
And then, it's like this, right? It's kind of like your own big queso taco.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know, the way he ate it just looks so good. I'm like, I have to try this.
When she explained it to me, I thought she was like breaking it up and putting it in there, but it's
No.
literally one huge massive taco.
Yeah.
Holding 2 tacos inside.
I guess you can kind of make it like a burrito if you want, but maybe this is easier to eat. I don't know. Just need a lot of sauce. Okay, you want to try first? No, I
Yeah.
want to try first. Okay, first bite.
Damn it. I wanted that extra piece of meat. Good? You
It's
look
interesting.
really?
Soft on the outside, crunchy on the inside. I think because I didn't hit the chicken quesadilla part yet. Just the
Yeah,
outer
that's what
part.
you get for trying to take the first bite. Now I'm gonna get the better part. Right?
I guess.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think the next bite is a chicken quesadilla.
Yes, 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 yes. You see that layer of like crunch and soft and like everything in between?
Oh no, I got some.
You
That's
got
good.
it? That's good? Okay, okay.
It feels more like a full meal. I think the chicken quesadilla and just the taco, when you eat it by itself, it feels like small little bites, but this is like a full meal. I should stop. I like it. I like this combo.
That's really good. Yeah. Who thought of this? I don't know, but thank you. That's
Actually,
good.
that's so good.
Kind of like Crunchwrap Supreme, but like elevated. That's good.
The cheese and the tortilla really add another like kick.
See all the chicken on the bottom? It's good.
This layer in between the cheese and chicken.
I approve, I approve. If you guys end up getting this after this, or if you try, let us know. Give us your rating 1 through 10.
I actually really like this.
I like it too. It's good.
Because I have a hard time with Crunchwrap Supremes when the inside filling is not enough.
True.
Okay.
AITA time.
AIT. This one says, am I the a-hole for hosting my own Thanksgiving after my daughter-in-law didn't invite me to hers? My daughter-in-law does not like me. My son got her pregnant in college and I told him to get a paternity test since he was not exclusive with her and she wasn't either. He told her that she was seeing other people. He did, and he is the father. The first time I met her, she told me it was not a pleasure to meet the person who thinks she is a whore. Never called her that. I tried to explain but got cut off by my son. Me and him had a conversation and he told me to drop it. Shotgun wedding and 1 kid later. Our relationship is strained. I see her at family events, but that really is it. I have been blown off so many times for inviting them out that I don't anymore. I accepted that I won't be a strong presence in their lives or my grandkid. Now the family rotates who does holidays. It is her time to host Thanksgiving. I gave a text asking what time I should be over and they want me to bring anything. She told me I wasn't invited but my husband is. I talked it over with him and we decided to host our own. Okay. I informed the other kids what happened and I will have dinner at my place if they want to go. Well, none of the other kids are going now and I am getting texts from her and my son that I am acting like a jerk and to cancel my Thanksgiving. Oh, she said mini update. I sent a text with screenshots about not being invited to my son. According to him, he didn't know I wasn't invited and thought I was hosting to piss off his wife.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Dang. I think this is like a universal issue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a little
such a-
bit like more context. Like, we hear the mom side, and I kind of sympathize with the mom in this situation, but I want to hear the wife side too, because sometimes mother-in-laws can be extreme.
That's true.
So I need to hear the others, but just through the mother-in-law's perspective, I feel kind of bad for her because the fact that the wife didn't tell the son.
Yeah, it's just like the wife is kind of like intentionally
She's
trying to break them apart.
Yeah, she's also like obviously resentful towards the mother-in-law, but I don't think that's a reason to kind of like.
That's her mom. Like that's his mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the whole instance where she said, "Make sure you get a paternity test." I think we hear that all the time, right?
Yeah.
But like mother-in-laws are like, "Make sure it's your child." And obviously the girl is gonna get hurt because it's like, oh, what are you implying? That I sleep around? But she did say they were both not exclusive either and they were both sleeping around.
Yeah. And
Yeah, from her perspective, maybe she wasn't a-hole to the daughter-in-law in other instances. Maybe we just don't know it.
I'm sure.
But I think with the Thanksgiving situation, you're not the a-hole because what can you do? You weren't invited.
yeah.
Just watch everyone else gather together while you're at home. That's basically what she wants, right?
Yeah, and that's the family you birthed, so like.
Yeah, that's an intimate time to get together with your family.
I mean, I don't know what happened for the mother-in-law to not be invited, but her husband invited instead. And for the daughter-in-law to like blatantly just tell her straight up, you're not invited, but your husband is. That is very ballsy. I could never say that no matter how much an adult hurt me.
Is that a culture thing? I feel like we could never say that.
Asians cannot say that. Like, you invite them and you put a fake smile on your face, but you do not say that. That's like the hell, like so disrespectful in Asian culture.
Especially if they're older than you.
Especially the mother-in-law.
There's just like a hierarchy of respect within the family.
But there are some crazy mother-in-laws in Asian families, like very crazy. They're
Very.
very like my son, like my son can do no wrong in their eyes. So in that part, I do understand. But the girl seems like she's a little
Problematic too.
a little bit. She stands her ground maybe a little too much. I think if the son knew that she wasn't invited, then it puts the daughter-in-law in a more like understanding light. Like obviously, you know,
At least she's communicating with someone.
yeah, at least she's being honest. But that part, hiding that part, makes me kind of feel like something's off too.
It's so crazy that it doesn't matter what culture you're from. I feel like every culture has a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, like in-law kind of situation.
That's so scary. I don't know how I can live with that.
I have like the most nicest in-laws ever that
She
don't
does.
like cross boundaries ever. Like I'm so blessed.
She really does. I'm gonna try this burrito, you guys.
Oh, yeah, I want to try that too. This is the new steak and bacon one.
Look at how that's grilled. Oh, there's cheese on the back. I was wondering why it's so like roasted.
Yeah, I noticed they grill a lot of things on top of cheese.
I feel like when you're dating around looking for a forever partner, you also need to scope out the parents because they're also your forever partner too.
100%.
It's so scary, like being with like a, and you don't want to break the family apart. You want your children to be a part of their lives. But I do believe that when a man gets married, his new family is his family. That's his priority.
Like number one family, and then they're not number one, but like direct family.
That's his family now, and
Yeah.
that's the man's job. They leave the home. Whereas women, we kind of stay, like we still support our previous family. We don't have that obligation to us. Interesting.
That's true. That's why there's this notion that daughters are better than sons.
Now,
Around, I feel like a lot of people say that because. Not better in general, but just because they end up taking care of the parents later on. That's what...
they're still heavily involved.
Yeah, it's like this... Is that a stereotype? It's just like a...
No, I think it's true now because back then, especially in Asian culture, sons were more sought out for. Like, they really wanted a son in the family to take care of them. But I think as they're getting older, they realize the son is going to leave the family. Like, as time goes by, because our family wanted a son so bad, and then they realized, like, they're grateful for having daughters. Although they still want a son, but... there's not much filling inside.
Really?
The bacon. A lot of cheese inside, like nacho cheese.
There's jalapeno.
There is? Wow.
Oh, that's not jalapeno.
What is that?
It's a bacon.
Oh. I like this one.
I don't think I'll go out of my way to order it again, but... I think it's good for people that like meat, cheese.
I'm not the biggest bacon fan. Too salty and greasy for me.
This one was really good. Like, we already...
That one's so good. Do you guys have any trouble with your in-laws? Like, dang.
Comment below. I would love to read like what the dynamic is for every other family.
Your experience?
Yeah.
I think the only instance where I would not invite my mother-in-law is if she like did something horrible to my children, or I don't know, did something really crazy, like psychotic stuff, like you should go to jail type of thing, or if she tried to like steal, I don't know,
Wow,
something.
there's a lot of instances, huh?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of the extreme. Like, what could possibly have you
Justify,
uninvited? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because, like I said, it's our culture thing. We're taught to just like fake smile, you know, get through it. But I mean, if she did something really extreme, of course I would not invite her.
Yeah, it has to be really extreme though.
Yeah. I feel like Hispanic families, because my husband's Hispanic, I feel like because they're so inclusive all together that if there was a problem between the in-laws, it would cause a stir in the whole family.
You know what? Every time I'm on TikTok, I see a lot of like Hispanic family drama that people bring up. And it's really interesting. If one person, let's say, like does something really abusive to one, the whole family will go against the other one for turning against the person that abused them. Like, even though you abuse your family member, you still have to ride for each other type of thing. I saw a lot of stories about that. I was like, whoa, they stick together.
Yeah, I know that Hispanic families are so united. That's something I really admire about that culture. We're careful when we go to Korea because we don't want to overstep our boundaries with our cousins. Like, we don't want to stay at their place ever. We will never ask to stay at their place. We'll get our own place in Korea. That's just our culture. But in Hispanic culture, it's like...
it's a given, right?
Yeah, like, come to my house. Like, of course. Like, that's something I admire. I feel like our culture is more like privacy, right?
I wonder why that is. But I think there's pros and cons to both.
There is, definitely.
There's pros and cons to both. It's kind of hard to draw the line somewhere.
Okay, so you don't think the mom is an a-hole?
Based on what she said, not really. But it's not enough for me to give a solid answer. I need to know the daughter-in-law's POV, and I need her to admit like what she could possibly did wrong for the daughter to hate her that much.
Because you're so used to like mother-in-law's being crazy too.
I am kind of, well, I only had one not mother-in-law, but my ex-boyfriend's mother. She was very my son. Like when we got into a fight and he did something that hurt himself, like she kind of blamed me and said you shouldn't have let his anger get out that bad. And I was like, I did not teach your son to like start like attacking. That's not my problem. I think that's your problem. Why did you raise your son like that? I don't know. Very my son mentality.
Flashbacks like when my ex used to blame me for like his anger and like his tantrums, his lashing out, like you caused it.
He did the same thing.
You know my blood pressure goes high. You should have been more careful.
You should know that I get mad about these kind of stuff. I do agree that some women trigger too much. Like they don't know how to stop.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're like that.
We're not like that. No, they were definitely just using that as
just gaslighting.
Yeah, gaslighting basically.
They didn't want to be accountable for their own behavior, so like they try to blame us, and I don't like that at all.
They try to turn the crazy into you.
But the thing is, I think we're a little too emotionally intelligent to fall for stuff like that. That it's funny when they try to play us like that, you see right through them. I'm just like, don't even try that with me. No.
It's an ick for sure.
No. Yeah. Even some of my friends' boyfriends, they try to gaslight them. I'm like, I tell them straight up, my friend, I'm like, no, you know, they're doing this to make you feel like you're in the wrong because they don't want to take responsibility, and on and on and on. And they're like, wow, really? I'm like, yes. If I ever have a son and he lays his hands on his girlfriend, I will beat his ass in front of her. I'll be like, don't ever, I did not raise you to ever put your hands on a woman like that. No, do not embarrass me like that, first of all.
That's true.
And you are not that person. Like, I just don't understand why some moms...
They basically enable their sons.
They do. I understand it's your baby, but...
But just know that that girl is someone's baby too.
Exactly.
Like, that's insane. That could have been your baby.
Exactly. Is that just the Asian culture thing, or do you guys have that too? Let us know. I do think like through a parent's eyes, your child can do no wrong kind of thing. I understand where that comes from.
No, I see a lot of mama boys like
Yeah.
in every other race.
I think it's good to let your son have his space. When he gets married and has a family, you need to respect your role. You're the mother, not the new wife.
That's true.
A lot of moms can't let go of that role.
You know, that whole talk about how moms are like, some moms are secretly in love with their sons type of thing.
That's so weird. I can see how that happens though. Having a nightmare?
Was he sleeping?
Sometimes when he's sleeping, he sleep talks. He was like, I was like, fuck shit! And then I wake up like, huh?
With the Chinese accent.
And he's like, I'm just dying. I'm just gonna die. I wake up, I'm like, what did you say? And I wake up, he's like, huh? I'm like, what? You're saying something. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, okay.
Right now he's like,
He dreams a lot.
Aren't you a light sleeper? Do you remember when I sleep talked in my sleep long time ago?
Oh my god, yeah.
I woke up, I woke both of us up. I was like, at least I tried my best.
I remember that.
And I woke up and I was like, what?
She was such a bad roommate. We used to share a full-size bed together when we were like younger. And literally, like, so she has her own bed under my bed, right? But she was scared. Like, she watched a scary movie or something and she didn't want to sleep alone. So she's like, Onni, can I sleep on the same bed as you? And I was like, no. And she's like, please, I'm really scared. And I was like, okay, fine. But you sleep on the other end and I'll sleep on this end. She's like, okay. That very same night, she kicked me so hard in the middle of our sleep. I fell on the floor. I hit my head so hard on the floor. I woke up and I was like, get off my bed. And the impact was so big, she felt herself kick me really hard. She woke up right away. She's like, okay, I'm sorry. And she left the bed. Dude, my head hurts so bad. You don't understand, her legs are so skinny and long. Like grasshopper.
I remember we used to sleep on the same bed and we used to sleep same way like this. And I wake up and my feet is like next to her head. I'm like, how did I how did I spin?
Every morning I wake up smelling her feet, you know?
I was like, how did I spin? That doesn't make any sense.
You're a crazy, well, I don't know about now, but you were a very crazy
Now I'm so
sleeper.
calm. I remember I was, at least I tried my best. We both woke up and I was like, you were like, huh? I was like, huh? Honestly, if the mother-in-law or daughter-in-law, whichever way, is super toxic, it's okay to cut them off.
Yeah,
I mean,
so too.
especially if the husband, like the son, agrees. He just says something.
That's true. I mean, you know what? You make a good point. For the son to actually believe that the mom was trying to be toxic means that she has a toxic past.
Yeah, no, that means he sees it too.
Yeah, he sees it
Unless
too.
he's like just blindly in love.
And like totally manipulated by like a narcissistic girlfriend or something.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But if he's willing to cut ties with his own mother,
There has to be some
yeah,
some
there
kind
has
of
to
reason.
be some kind of reason.
Yeah,
that says something about her character more than anything.
that's true. Unfortunately, when you become a mother and your son gets married and you're in that situation, if you want to be in their lives, you kind of have to.
Yeah,
You
macho.
kind of have to macho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like meet them halfway.
Yeah,
Yeah, you kind of do. Because it's their life now.
that's true. I think I see so many times in comments where they're like, the mom does something to the son, and the comments are like, that's why he's never gonna have you in your his kid's life.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Parents do it to themselves.
They do.
Overstepping boundaries, being toxic, being rude, feeling like you're in type. I'm sorry, her boyfriend is like having a nightmare. You want to wake him up? Like, should we restart the dream?
You know what? He told me he doesn't know how to get out of dream. Because you know how I told you sometimes I wake myself up? He doesn't know how to
Dude,
do
he's
that.
trapped in a nightmare right now. Go wake him up. Let him restart the dream.
Okay, I'll wake him up.
Poor guy, he's stuck in a freaking nightmare right now.
Did you have a nightmare? Did you have a nightmare, babe? I heard you like,
What did you say?
he's like half smiling. He's like, oh,
He's embarrassed.
he's embarrassed. He knows. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that the daughter-in-law is the a-hole because she's intentionally dividing the family and taking Thanksgiving away from her mother-in-law and also making the son have to choose between them. I actually do kind of agree with that too.
I do agree, but then
With
is
this
it,
context.
Yeah, with this context, but is there something we don't know behind the scenes? Like maybe the mother-in-law made the daughter-in-law feel a certain way behind the scenes. We don't know.
That's true. Like, what takes you to that point? You
Yeah.
know?
What justified this? I'm curious.
Am I the a-hole for making my fiance bow to my parents on my wedding day? I, 29 woman,
Asian?
am a Chinese American with Chinese immigrant parents who worked very hard and provided me with a great life who I respect a lot. My fiance and I, 31 male, are getting married during next year's spring and we are currently planning our wedding. As my fiance is white, okay, our wedding will be just like a pretty typical traditional wedding with the white dress and vows, except one part. In Chinese culture, we usually have a session where the couple will crouch on the floor, bow and offer tea to our elders, and to honor my parents, I suggested we do that at our wedding too.
Aww, that's sweet.
However, my fiance strongly denied it and said it was dehumanizing and called me an a-hole for even suggesting that, as it meant that I thought he didn't respect himself, which is untrue. While I just wanted this to be a way for him to experience my culture, is it true that I'm forcing him to do something that's dehumanizing? I always thought this was a respectful thing to do and never questioned as I grew up with my culture. Also, more info. My fiance isn't religious. He was born in America. His parents also being American. They never participate in any cultural event. My family is Buddhist. I'm not religious, but my fiance has never expressed any displeasure with my culture in the past.
Wow. For us, it's so easy to empathize with this poster because we're Asian American. Bowing is in our culture too. It's just a form of respect. It's not dehumanizing yourself in any way. But I understand her too because I think the whole get on your knees like and beg, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, I don't like that part.
Yeah.
In Asian culture, if you really want to like show how sorry you are, you get on your knees as like a whole body apology.
And I think that is other cultures too. Like white people, I feel like just getting on your knees and begging is like kind of lowering yourself.
Yeah.
So then like bowing on your knees and getting on your knees, I feel like maybe he doesn't know the difference between those two. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible because me personally, I'm like, that's not dehuman. That's a part of her culture. You accepting her as your wife is accepting all parts of her, which is basically her culture too. That's who she is.
I don't want to sound ignorant, but from my perspective, I feel like he sounds very entitled. And the reason I say that is because bowing is like a form of humbling yourself to whoever's in front of you. It doesn't mean that you're dehumanizing yourself. When you give a performance on a stage, you bow at the end. Even Americans do that. A great performance, you bow because you're being grateful and honoring the viewers that came to watch you. So it has no way of being dehumanizing. Actually, it's putting yourself lower is actually also putting yourself higher. It's showing that you're humble and you have humility.
True.
So I don't agree with how he thinks it's dehumanizing at all, cultural or not. I think he just thinks he maybe has a lot of pride and he doesn't want to do that. But okay, then go perform on stage. You're not going to bow to your audience. That's very disrespectful to the audience too. So in that sense, I think he's wrong, culture or not. You should also be submitted under someone older than you too. Like an elder, you should respect them because they're older than you. They have more life experience, especially her parents. If you can't even bow to her parents, who's now became your parents as well, I think that's disrespectful.
That's true.
So he's saying he will never bow to his parents, right? Because that's dehumanizing? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we can just take out all the other aspects of just them being older. Just the fact that they're the parents of the person that you love. They raised that person. I feel like out of respect, you should just follow that culture.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't even think culture should be an issue in this. I think it's more like a human experience, like his own pride. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I feel disrespected.
Yeah, but then if it wasn't for her, he would not be in this situation. So it is the culture, because if he married a white girl, he wouldn't be bowing.
That's true.
Yeah, it is part of the culture too. I think it's because I'm married to Angel and we're both different cultures. We try to implement both cultures into our lives.
But you guys both kind of meet each other halfway. Like, your understanding of each other. You both want to get to know each other's cultures more.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you see, like, politicians from different countries meet, like, they shake hands and they have, like a form where they're respecting each other. And that shows in your body language. So I think it's not as deep as he thinks it is when it comes to dehumanizing. I think it's just your posture. Just a form of humility.
Yeah. For me, if that happened, I would feel like, wow, I don't know if he really loves me.
Yeah.
Because why is your pride getting in the way of something that's so traditional and so accustomed to my family and my culture?
And it's a wedding tea ceremony. It's not like she's asking him to bow every time he sees them.
Yeah, it's an event. It's a special event. It's not every single time he's going like, you know?
It's like a traditional ritual. Because Asian cultures, when we see, well, Korean, when we see elders, it doesn't matter if they're your parent-in-law or not, you bow just to show like your way of greeting them and respect. But he doesn't have to do it every time. It's just a wedding ceremony.
Let us know your guys' opinions down below. I feel like we're a little bit limited in our viewpoint because and we could be biased because we are Asian American ourselves. But
also, quick ad, when you pray, you bow your head in prayer. It's like, it's just a form. It's a form of respect.
I feel like maybe it's not just like 요렇게. Maybe it's like all the way on their knees.
chor?
Yeah, it's a chor. I feel like some people might feel a little bit standoffish to that, especially if they tie it with religion and say, no, don't bow to anyone other than God. You know, if they were to like tie it to that and they weren't part of the Asian culture. Like, I'm just trying to understand everyone's point of view. So comment down below if you feel a different way. We're more than happy to read those opinions. And
it's
like,
actually really interesting. When we read it, we're like, we didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, we don't feel judgmental or offended or any way. If anything, it opens up our viewpoint. So comment down below and let us know.
Okay, that one was very short because we're kind of limited on our answers.
Yeah,
but
we could be biased, I don't know.
Yeah, let us know if you guys have any AITA experiences that you guys want us to talk about. Last time we did that on that video. It was pretty fun.
It was fun.
Okay guys, well thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. Hit that like button, subscribe, post notification bell, ding! If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and follow our TikTok account, join Instagram account, and we'll see you guys next episode.
We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Missing someone.